Rip and tear. Rip and tear until it is done.
Rip and tear!
What she said. Hi, everyone. It's me, Alice, and I have Kristi here by my side.
Tear! Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
She's ripping and tearing.
I'm rip tearing to go.
She's possessed by the ghost of Rip Torn.
I'm a Hollywood actor Rip Torn.
That's a great Rip Torn impersonation.
I had a fight with Norman Mailer once that was captured on Super 8.
Oh, I remember that. Also, he was in Men in Black, which was a really weird pull.
We're going to give you an eye exam.
Hi, Bad Road. Hi, Mott's. Hi, Felicity. Hi, Freya.
Hello, all of you.
I remembered to put Kristi's name on the card this time.
Well, now you have to change it because I'm Rip Torn now.
Oh, right. Let me do that. Let's see.
This is a bad idea for a bit. It's going to destroy my throat, but I've committed.
Hey, it's not actually Rip Torn. It's Charles Martinet.
I'm Charles Martinet doing my famous Rip Torn impersonation.
Hey, Andy, you made it at the start. I'm so happy.
You made it just in time to be welcomed by me, Rip Torn. Oops, I'm going away now, and I'm taking my raspy, throat-destroying voice with me.
Got here just in time to hear Rip Torn. Alright, let's get back into it. We finished the first level of the Ancient Gods, which was like 3 hours long. And each of the fights was like half an hour. So, let's keep going. Also, we just had it revealed. I don't know why you're here if you don't want spoilers, but it was just revealed, obviously, that Sam Hayden had been the Seraphim all along. You can't see what I'm doing, but I am throwing my arms up in exasperation that apparently this was a shock to people.
I can guarantee that she's holding her arms out in exasperation. Was that Rip Torn I passed on my way back to the chair?
Yeah, was he running?
He was floating because he's a ghost, but yeah.
But he was like shaking his legs in an impersonation, an ectoplasmic impersonation of running.
Yeah, that would be it.
He seemed to be in a hurry.
I guess he had spectral stuff to do, and Charles Martinet was chasing him. I don't even know what that's about.
Yeah, those two have their issues to work out. Something about a Super 8 tape.
You know, Rip Torn fought Norman Mailer, like, with a fist at, like, a picnic.
Who's this chungus?
Dr. Hayden is the Seraphim. He's been with us the entire time.
Thanks. Wow, okay, they're just mocking people. I am so glad.
He's not well. Something is happening, and nobody here knows what's wrong with him.
Well, we don't know yet.
Look! Oh my god, they are mocking people for having not figured it out.
Sits atop the Ingmore Sanctum, located in the blood swamps of hell. My body is undergoing rapid transfiguration. It is why I need the Father. Reach the tomb and acquire the Father's life sphere. Bring him back into physical form. I will not be able to join you. Makers cannot set foot in the dark realm.
We haven't heard from Vega once.
Waiting for you at the Sanctum.
Is the
Seraphim cannot retrieve the
is the game
sphere. It's
too
forbidden.
loud? Because it should be louder.
Online.
Be grateful. Despite your transgressions, you are given the honor to serve the gods yet again.
The dip is fine? That's good. So long as you can hear us when the audio dips.
Yeah. These Agent 47 clones who went into accounting instead, oh no.
Curious what kind of dip it is, because I like it. So that's just a basic compressor based around the microphone. That's what Kristi linked in chat earlier.
The game audio is extremely loud when we're not talking.
I can turn it down a little bit.
To explain why the Seraphim sounds so much like Sam Hayden, because he was the Seraphim. Okay, good joke. I felt myself getting mad for a second.
So why have we abandoned the Fortress of Doom, exactly?
Because it got blown up?
Did it get blown up? I thought it was still out there.
Didn't it get, like, wrecked, sort of, at the end of the last game? I could be wrong.
No, that was all down in the Hell Dimension.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Alright, let's rock. Is this a little better, by the way? I think it should be a little better. I dropped it a few decibels. With Samuel Hayden revealed as the mysterious Seraphim. That was so good, though. Samuel Hayden was the Seraphim! He was with us all along! Holy shit. Like, they were mad.
You're dumbass.
They were actually angry that their players hadn't figured it out. Like, wow.
Anyway.
The Slayer journeys into hell once more to seek the resting place of the Father's essence. Only the creator of all things can save Urdok and repel the hordes of hell. The mire of the blood swamps is littered with the corpses of countless dead who have tried and failed to reach the peaks of Ingmor's sanctum, where the Father's life sphere lies.
So, it's scrolled off of our screen now, but Badro did a minute ago ask if Charles had a vacuum cleaner, and he did, which I guess that sorts that out.
Oh, that's how Nintendo got the idea for Luigi's Mansion.
Is that Charles Martinet is a Ghostbuster in real life.
Yeah.
I wonder if Charles Martinet would appreciate all this lore building we're doing about him.
I think he would.
Okay.
So I gotta go back and see if they've added
states that you're going to
the
destroy
extra
the sphere,
UI stuff to the
not
main
retrieve it.
campaign, because if they haven't, that's a damn shame.
That is not, sir, what Dr. Hayden, the Seraphim, has requested of us. You.
Oh, these nerds don't know what they're doing.
Not even slightly, no. That's why Sam surrounds himself with them. Gotta get used to the controls again. Won't take as long this time. Oh, okay, bye.
The game is always louder except during the dip.
Well, yeah, that's the intention.
Yeah, it should be louder than it is normally.
Like, significantly.
Yeah, then we've had it, because the reason we've had it so low is because we need to be heard over the thing. The dip allows the game to be louder and sort of assert its what it's doing, and then the dip allows us to like talk.
The mic's as loud as it's gonna get.
The mic beep is. Are we too low?
I thought you just said that it was fine during the dip, which is the only time we're talking.
The game sound is fine over the dip, but I guess we're still quiet.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to ask.
To my side of the room real quick.
That is what I'm trying to ask. Here, I'm turning it down another few decibels. Okay. I think this'll do it.
I'm just going to be on monitor for a second.
Alright, now you should be able to hear the game sound. Also, I can just make the dip bigger if you'd rather the game be louder. You think this is good? Alright, well, make sure you mean that. Don't just try to be nice, because I want the stream to sound good. This is good? Alright. Excellent. There we go. It's all experimentation, and each game is going to be different, too. Because this game is loud as fuck. Oh, he dropped easy. Alright, I should be checking for collectibles while we're here. Alright, good, I haven't missed any. In fact, the first one is right up to the side there, and it's the Doom key? Okay. That seems awfully oh god! Why is there... They didn't even make a giant tentacle. I want to point that out. That's just a scaled up model. That is so Bethesda. How much skin do I have to blast off this damn thing?
Got so many apps. I don't like that.
I guess the answer is all the skin. You're welcome, Bad Road. I was very happy with that.
Oh no, apparently no ragdoll, it just like explodes.
Okay, how do I get up there? Looks like I have to go across those platforms if I can't climb this. It looks short enough to climb, but I can't. Because this is Doom.
If you're not climbing the right thing, you won't be climbing today.
Yeah. Oh, green torch. They're not even being subtle now, huh? Alright, so now I gotta get across to that one. Top. Can I get up there? Yeah, I guess so. Didn't look like I could.
Hell yeah.
Tight man.
Titan.
How do I get in there? It looks like I have to get over to this side, maybe? Because it doesn't look like I can get over from here. Maybe? No. Surely not.
Just go
There's a
straight
missing
over the wall.
spike. Yeah, I didn't think so. It's a... The signposting, despite the big green lights and everything, still manages to be a little unclear. It's better than the yellow in the first one, which I couldn't fucking see. Yeah, you're gonna pop, I get it. They're kinda gross, except they didn't go graphically detailed enough to make it really gross.
That fizzly acid that it drops when you...
I assume so. Yep.
Oh, yep.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hey, Pinky.
Punch it in the butt.
Punch his butt. What are you gonna do? Gonna punch his butt.
That's right. Butt punchers! Hi. What are you doing here? Hi. Cut that shit out.
So, what I do like about this...
Oh, how do I get up there?
do you have to climb the little blood? I didn't mean that, but sure.
I can't get through still.
Oh, it's from the... You gotta go in the back.
Oh, okay.
The
I
back
see.
9 there.
Okay, it looks like there's a path over here, maybe? I have to open this door?
Yeah, I think that's the thing. So, what I like very much about that animation, specifically, what are those dudes called again? I forget every time.
Guardian, Gladiator.
Gladiators. So,
Something completely different from that.
what I like about it, about the finishing animation, is that's a finishing animation with zero Marauders. Thank you. That's a finishing animation that has zero frills. Like, Doom sort of plays around with zombies and like some of the other ones. He probably wouldn't phrase it this way, but you get the idea that he's having some fun, you know, as long as he's busy destroying demons. The Marauders are like, no, you're a problem. It's like one in the heart, one in the throat, one in the brain, and we're done here.
Yeah. Okay, open that.
Yeah, as long as he gets to rip and tear, you know. Until it is fun.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Easy. Secret found. Secret collect.
Aww.
Oh, collect.
I can't believe that that's such a, like, good bit.
All right.
It doesn't seem like it should be. Thank you, Andy. It's Secret Tunnel.
Blood punch deals double damage when you're... Like, none of these are that good. They made a big deal about the support runes, and none of them are that good.
Mm-hmm. Like, you took the one you wanted.
Uh-huh.
Which... There might be a space where all of these have utility.
Mm-hmm.
But just, like, for general walking around money, I think you just sort of do what... You just sort of choose the best one, and then you're set.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the regular rooms, where there's like 8 of them, and they all do like distinct things that are based on like different kinds of weaponry, so that you can like think about the kind of things that you like to do and then build towards it. It's just these 3 deals.
Yeah, and you can only have one at a time.
I think of that one comic every time I hear walking around money. I don't know what this comic...
What are you supposed to do with this? There's a lead bar there.
Does it
But
want
it
you to
doesn't
jump on
lead
top of
anywhere.
the tree?
Well, there's a bar on it, and it doesn't lead
Is there another bar further along the tree there? Like those limbs that are just past the fire bars?
No. That just leads back to this space, which is where I punched into that. Yeah, there's nothing here.
Huh.
I think that's how I was supposed to get over to that.
Oh.
It's just I did it in a much easier way. Oh! Wait a sec. I didn't even see that this was here. But yeah, they just had a specific way to get there, and it was completely unnecessary because my jump's too overpowered. Which made it confusing.
Aren't they, like, assuming that you have all the jump?
Yeah, because you automatically start with it regardless of your progress in the main campaign. They just didn't design it around that for some reason. Very strange. Which I guess is how you can kind of tell that this was supposed to be part of the main campaign.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wonder if it's one of those things, like maybe even there were plans for when this became DLC as opposed to the final chapter of the game. You got to like carry over your progress. And so maybe you didn't have everything.
Yeah.
But then that kind of just got shafted.
Book of the Seraphs, Part 5. It came to be known by the Seraphs that the increasing failings of Jakad troubled the Father as he looked upon its spreading tortures and horrors. It was the first realm he knowingly created, and it was still beloved by him. But he came to understand that his whisper of mortality to their long-lived souls drove them mad, and he knew the infection of jealousy in their hearts for the immortal in Urdak. Davoth's grasp for power bent the walls between realms. His growing hordes defeated many deputies and lesser gods the Father created. As they were absorbed by Davoth, his strength grew far beyond what the Father placed in him. The Father bid Semur, his most trusted, to help the Father in his final undertakings in the physical realm. The Father would confront Davoth and Jakad. It feels like they're trying to avoid pronouns for the Father, but then they just fail occasionally.
Yeah.
The Father would confront Davoth and Jakad, and after this, the Father would withdraw from the physical realm. Semur would then be tasked with taking the Father's life sphere to be stored safely in the Luminarium. Should the Father perceive any rising dangers from Jakad, Semur would be called to bring the Father's life sphere to a place that none could find it. Semur swore obedience, though he knew it would come at great cost, for the Makers would hunt Semur as a heretic.
It's like they use the father in place of pronouns most of the time.
And then
except
just forget.
Well, it's just that particular sentence would be the father bid Sommer, the father's most trusted, to help the father in his final undertaking, in the father's final undertakings in the physical realm. And having 5 the fathers in one sentence is really...
I don't know. It still sounds less awkward than putting the father, then a pronoun, then the father again.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. Where am I going? This way.
Yes. Green lights.
No collectibles here. The auto map is up ahead. Fuck your radioactive water. Also, again, I don't need the wetsuit. This time, I just needed the radiation suit. Which is the same thing, effectively, but still, why did I need the wetsuit to swim in the non-radioactive water? There's the auto map.
IDFK.
I've never needed one to swim before, is the thing.
Like, just make the water radioactive.
Mm-hmm. Game's a mess, honestly.
I do love it.
Me too, but it is a mess. You can just feel the production hell.
Yeah, which is a shame because that's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
We love developers, and we know, given the choice, they would like to take as long as possible to make a cool piece of art, because they're artists. And then
Bethesda exists.
I don't know how I feel about this game's chances now that Microsoft owns
Okay.
ZeniMax.
Fuck off. That was not supposed to be a blood punch. That was supposed to be the damn finisher. That was the I hate that blood punch and glory kill are the same button. Because sometimes one will randomly go off instead of the other.
Yeah, why did you need the hazard suit to swim in the non-radioactive water?
By taking out of it, boys.
I feel like Microsoft is going to absorb Bethesda soon enough. I feel like they won't let it last much longer.
They're gonna start calling them Microsoft Game Studios East.
Yeah, right. So, the thing about Microsoft is that they've been pretty good stewards of Minecraft.
It's because they've left it entirely in the original company's hands, which is surprising.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know what... That's... Like... Mojang as an experience and Minecraft as a game is singular enough that I wonder if maybe they feel they couldn't get away with, like, rushing in and, like, making a bunch of sweeping changes. Doom is a game about a space marine shooting people. Microsoft has shown that they know how to make games about space marines shooting people.
So they did get a company who fucked up Halo 5 so bad that literally no one likes it.
That's true.
They were like, hey, that Master Chief guy, surely he doesn't matter, right?
Like, I haven't heard anything about Halo 5 since watching that video where Brian David Gilbert read all of the Halo books. So my presumption is that it's bad.
It's like they literally just left out Master Chief because they didn't understand that people cared. You know,
Like,
the main character that they'd been following for 4 games.
the one that has a vast degree of, like, lore and momentum behind him.
So they made up a new guy and then had him beat up Master Chief to show how cool he was. That always works out, right? That's the best way to make people like your character.
Have you ever heard of Roman Reigns?
I mean, that's a trick that's at least as old as wrestling, and it has never once worked.
It's as old as wrestling itself, yes.
That's the key that
And it
opens
has
the
never
entrance to the
once
Father's
worked.
tomb, which, according to our data, should be on the crest of a mountain just beyond this altar. That is the origin of the Father's realm.
I don't know if y'all noticed that drop to about 1 FPS for a second there.
Uh-huh. Let's make a Christmas game about the guy who beat up Santa Claus. Tim Allen?
No, he murdered Santa Claus.
Oh, right. Grandpa. From the Got Run Over by a Reindeer song.
Yeah, that's what that song's about. Grandma gets run over, and then Grandpa goes out seeking revenge on a Rambo mission. I'd put that song on the radio.
It's not any wilder than actual Grandma got run over by a reindeer. It's the thing.
Which they turned into a kids movie.
Yeah, it was a Fox Kids special. For some reason.
Hi. Couldn't resist. Oh, whoops. I keep trying to reload.
Nerd.
Rip off his arm and beat him to death with it.
Stop hitting yourself, nerd.
So we've got to complete 2 trials.
I'm willing to bet any amount of money that in, like, internal notes that finisher is called Stop Hitting Yourself.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that block is immovable.
Okay.
There's no block here. What's this block all about? No block here either. So we've got to unblock the blocks, I guess. That is a maker lock. Or maker key. They look very similar. In that movie, most of the adults are all, of course Santa Claus isn't real. I can't believe you still believe in Santa Claus. And it creates such a confusing universe because the gifts do appear under the tree every Christmas, but the adults deny Santa and also deny doing it.
It's fucking wild. Also, Bad Road says Tim Allen's character in The Santa Claus is at most civilly liable for Santa's death because he did not touch the jolly old elf. He just startled him.
That's true. That's true. It might, maybe, third-degree manslaughter.
Incidental mischief.
Incidental manslaughter, I actually think, is the correct name.
Do you then have to attack the block? Like that movie, Attack the Block.
No, I think I have to attack the block like that movie Cube.
They're stuck in the cube.
Yeah.
I don't think
They should have attacked the cube.
Of
They all
course,
died.
it's best to attack the cube from inside.
Like, they all died. They should have attacked the cube. Alright, I guess we're going
Did
this
they
way
all
first.
die? I've never actually seen the end of Cube.
Oh, yeah, they go outside and they realize the whole thing's in space, so it's assumed they're stuck there forever and die.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Spoilers for the horror movie Cube. God damn it, I keep hitting reload.
Is that what Verde Station is about?
It definitely takes a little bit of inspiration from Cube, which is wild.
This is just like Minecraft, and Microsoft didn't own Mojang, and Bethesda having a cube would be popular.
Oh, hi.
No one can have a cube. Cubes are 100% their business.
That's true. I've heard that. Hi. Pop.
You can't own a cube, man.
God dang it, there's too much shit to stick to in this fucking spot. This is a terrible battle arena.
There's a lot
Look how sticky this game is.
There's a lot of gibble on the ground, yeah.
This game does not work around its own limitations. It's like they don't realize that the ground is sticky.
In any setting where Santa factually exists and can be observed to deliver gifts, disbelieving in him makes very little sense. Yeah.
That's why DuckTales is great, because Scrooge McDuck believes in Santa Claus, and in fact was once friends with Santa Claus, but despises Santa Claus.
Oh, and that's why Santa Claus doesn't come to their house?
Santa Claus tries to come to their house. Scrooge sets traps.
Okay. Literally every time you tell me about anything that happens in the DuckTales new cartoon, the new DuckTales cartoon, I go, wow, that I really should sit down and watch that show.
Okay, I need a hazard
don't.
suit. I'm wearing a hazard suit. What the fuck?
You need another more better hazard suit. You need the Varia suit, I think.
I guess. Oh, here's
hey,
green,
it's Dog.
Green Dog. We haven't seen Green Dog.
Oh, you're
the
safe.
Surfer
You're
dude
safe
in a
as
while.
long as you're inside Green Dog's
Yep.
bubble.
Oh, he set up a beacon now. We all love Green Dog the Surfer dude. Oh, are you here? No one likes you. Seriously, Cyber Mancubus is like my least favorite enemy in this game.
It's like regular Mancubus, only with extra steps.
You can't break his guns. You need a blood punch just to make him relatively vulnerable. Also, this dog moves faster than I do, which isn't great. I could have used another pass.
There you go.
Aha! Hi!
Another wild DuckTales fact, Scrooge built his parents' house on a graveyard,
Yep,
and the angry ghosts cursed them with immortality.
yep. That show is really good.
Yeah, I know. Like, I understand that that show is very good. And that I should watch.
Oh! Total fucking over-the-knee backbreaker.
I have a fucking allergy to signing into Disney Plus. I just do not want to do it.
Okay. I mean, it's already signed in on the TV, if that helps.
No, because the TV isn't where I watch things. 'Cause I don't have that.
Dude, didn't I just kill you?
This is their brother, back for revenge. I mean, it didn't work.
Revenge failed. Okay, why does this dog run off so quickly? It really feels like it's not supposed to do that.
Yeah. It kind of feels like it should wait around for you, make sure that, you know, it's,
And then run at Doom's, you know, jogging speed like it did the first time.
yeah.
I really love the chain attack.
Thank you, Bad Rose. I'm happy to be empathized with. It doesn't happen often.
You don't get empathized with very often? I don't think that's true.
It's not. I'm feeling sore about things that happened today.
Oh. Oh, shit. See, I should have been using that extra life thing. Then I would not care still, I guess. Have a chance to get that extra life back.
Yeah, the glowing pillar is protecting us from the miasma. The glowing pillar is the dog. The dog jumped into the pillar and became the fire in the middle of the pillar.
Now it appears over here.
Yeah.
Immediately dashes off. Look at that. Yeah, it should be moving slower. This does not feel right. Oh, hi. Cut that out. Shield snap. That just means I have to switch weapons. I don't even have to. It's quicker to. Shields are a terrible idea. They're so volatile.
Right? I mean,
Oh god.
I presume the idea is that not everyone is wandering around with a prototype plasma cannon.
Sure, but Doom is, and that's the main one they have to worry about.
They should by now know that Doom has a prototype plasma. Or do they, like, understand that rock, paper, scissors game?
I don't know.
Are they just taking, like, we know that the makers are smart. We know that the Seraphim are making moves. But, like, do the workaday demons, like, are they just strapping shit to their bodies because they've found it, or...
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about it that hard.
I'm thinking
That's a
about it
good
that
question.
hard.
Oh, I went for his legs, and he attacked his head. Targeting him, am I right?
Oh, now there's one demon left. Workaday Demons is the name of my ghost cover band. That's a very good ghost cover band name.
Oh god.
Oh, this relates to nothing, but it's something that I found out today. You can't buy Floral Shop by Macintosh Plus anywhere.
Oh.
Like, you can find vinyls and stuff, but in terms of, like, getting it digitally, it's impossible to buy. It is available for free on archive.org. By Vexroid. So, that's just wonderful.
Oh fuck, no, go around.
These combat encounters do just go.
Yeah, they drag. This is not as bad as the ones in the first mission.
It isn't, but I feel like we've been in Ghost Dog Town for a while now. Oh, we're done.
Even had a mini boss encounter, I guess. It wasn't a very good one.
Destroy the father's life sphere.
Working on it. But I was supposed to find it and bring him back.
So you, that was I think we talked over it, but that was something the intern said, like, right at the beginning of this level. It was like, hey, can't help but notice your HUD says destroy the sphere. That's not what we, that's not what the Seraphim asked you to do. I guess you know your business.
Doom, in fact, understands that Sam just wants Vega's life sphere for power.
Yeah. Can we give it back to Vega?
Don't think so. Okay, there's a book back there that I want to go back and get. It'll just be real quick.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't have to worry about the gas.
Oh, right. Is all
Never
the
mind.
miasma gone?
Oh, that's over.
That's hip-hopping.
Oh, this is not hurting me, even though it looks like it should. This is different.
Did the
What was that?
landscape change?
No, this is a different direction I'm going.
Oh.
Can't land on that, can I? Can't even tell what direction it's in. I guess this is it. Oh yeah, I can land here.
I feel like you shouldn't, but...
Yeah, I don't think I was supposed to. There's a bar over there I was supposed to grab. Alright, I got a shield suit.
Shield shoot for shield.
So that gives me 150 armor. Didn't I have 200 armor? Didn't I end the campaign with 250 or 200 armor? Not 200. Oh, there's also a secret encounter over there. Was that a Doomgate? No, that's a secret encounter.
The cross swords is the secret encounter.
Yeah. The rank and file demons.
Yeah, just take whatever they can get.
Right there, I can't get in there. Oh, it looks like I have to go around again. A lot of going around in this level.
That seems like useless go around.
Through there, can't go through any of that.
Is it just to the right of the door?
I don't see anything to the right of the door.
Oh. Yeah, you're right. It just kind of looks that way on the mini-map.
Well, let's worry about getting the page first.
Alright.
That's very easy. Any supplicant may approach the holy ground. Oh, this is part 7. I guess we were supposed to get this on the way back.
Yeah, I think we missed part 6. That was a bad reference to make.
We'll, come back for that. Here's a button. I don't have a block to put on it, though. What the fuck? Maybe we're gonna get a power as we go that'll work on that button.
We can go down there. Oh, no, we can't, because there's the button.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the mini-map, and the mini-map isn't.
Yeah, the mini-map's not showing the...
Oh, there's the block.
the block. How do I get up to it? I see the wall that I have to climb to get up to it, but we have to get down here.
Nope.
Okay.
Invisible wall, fuck you.
Design your fucking levels better. That's annoying.
Yeah. That's rough as hell.
Can't get up here, even though I should be able to. Doom should grab that.
Yeah, I should be able to mantle, can't.
Oh, this is annoying.
This is a shit mess.
I have absolutely found multiple ways to get there, and they're just arbitrarily blocked off. It looks like I have to go all the way back here and around. We'll get it on the way back, I guess.
When we unlock the fast travel.
Either when we unlock the fast travel or when we're sent back this way from the life sphere.
Alright. What the hell?
I don't like it when games do that. That's super shitty. That is a very, very poor design they did there. It's already opened.
Right, but you, took too long, so now it's opening.
Oh, it's an automatic. It's one of those automatic doors
Yeah.
that I hear so much about.
There's
One of them newfangled automatic doors.
There's the way around you go. And then there's the big fire thing in the middle. You know, like Lara Croft.
Doesn't usually show me a room like that. That's
Yeah.
very Quake, not very Doom.
I was gonna say it's very, Prince of Persia.
Uh-huh. Alright, so what does punching this do then? This is cute. Because
Well, time to die, I guess.
Bethesda is the new Bazinga. You know, that show isn't any less funny than most of the sitcoms of its era, but people hate it extra much because it's making fun of the gamers. Oh, I have to hit that. Seriously! That wasn't a fluke. This is just...
That's just how the ledge is.
Oh my god. Yeah, see what I have to do now. That was me fucking it up. Oh, I love that animation when it's not aligned correctly. Oops, I ran out of dashes. I thought I only dashed once. I was incorrect.
I feel like the reason people dislike Big Bang Theory more than, to take an example at random, 2.5 Men.
What? People don't hate 2.5 Men because no one thinks about it.
Yeah, that's my point.
Look, where am I going?
Fucking Big Bang Theory was...
Why did the gas fall? Okay, and now I fell.
Big Bang Theory was not just aggressively marketed, it was everywhere. It was inescapable. There were Bazinga shirts in every fucking store.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Wait, what? Why is it closed this time?
because you didn't hit the bottom button.
There was a bottom button?
Yeah, the one you hit at the very beginning.
Oh my god, that's so asinine.
Yeah.
This is a shit level, y'all. This whole level, this sucks. I hope it gets better. This whole thing isn't very not thought through.
Xenon also raises a good point. I hate Big Bang Theory because I think it's really shitty autistic representation.
Mm-hmm. It is that. But the thing is, that's not what people think about when they look at it. Hate it? The people who are loudest about hating it, they hate it because it's making fun of gamers. And I think that's terrifying that that's what it takes to get a shitty show hated. Is making fun of that type of person. The spirit can possess demons, making them tougher.
Oh, they didn't let the summoner model go to waste.
Yeah, they turned it into the spirit. When
That's
the possessed demon is killed, the spirit becomes exposed, making it vulnerable to the plasma rifles and microwave. That's very specific.
Yeah, but it looks like the Ghostbusters ghost-busting ghost gun. So...
Yeah, that's true. Alright, I better switch over to it. Also, I don't actually see the spirit. Usually the tutorial comes as they spawn in. So that's strange.
Was that movie any good?
Ghostbusters?
No, Spirit.
Oh, I don't know. I've never seen a movie called Spirit. Like the horse?
No, not Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, The Spirit. It's,
It was the superhero movie.
Yeah, the superhero movie.
I don't know. I don't think I actually saw that one. I've seen people talk about it briefly, maybe.
Jim
The
Sterling
Gamers.
The Gamers. The Gamers.
Tentacular.
That's tentacool.
Tentacool. Tentacool. Well, that was a cue ball. I hadn't thought of them in a while. God damn it. It moved my fucking cursor.
Oh, hey, here's all these.
Oh, hi. You're not even a spirit. You're just a regular empowered Hell Knight.
I guess they gave us the spirit tutorial so that we would
That early.
know that there was one coming.
And I expect one to be coming. It's just not happening yet. This is weird. This whole level is weird. Like, the level design in the main campaign, and even the previous level to this, is pretty good. It's one of the high points of the design.
And then this is just kind of a cluster.
Yeah, this is just horseshit.
Excuse me.
The whole way through, this has just kind of been horseshit, this level. The beginning was fine, nothing special, and then it just went downhill. This is weird. That seemed unnecessary.
Felicity says they spit on it, but they didn't polish it.
Yep, that's about right.
That sucks as a phrase. This looks like a good place to die.
This looks like a BFG arena. How much ammo do I currently have in it?
Is this just a reskinned version of the area where you fought the con maker?
Yeah. Wow, good eye. Wow, that sucks. This is just a grimy version of that. This is almost an identical map. Alright, I guess we gotta step into the green shit to start the fight. Here, have one of these. You're welcome.
I invite you to get fucked. And Doom finish the fight. Da-da-da. Da-da-da.
Hi!
There you go. Da-da-da.
It was not what I meant to do, but I'm glad it happened. I guess there's gonna be a spirit in this fight, probably.
That would make sense. Given that there has not yet been one, but they gave you the tutorial for it.
Okay, there's a wall there. Oh, hi. Whoops, fucked that up. That's fine.
You turn him
Why
apart.
can't I not jump up there? Hi. Hi.
Just right across the top line.
Flat.
Just cut tab A, insert tab B.
I used him to climb. Oh, don't get to do that one very often.
Back tab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I kind of confused his AI, I think.
Team racing.
Where the fuck is that BFG ammo? There it is. Somewhere in this area. There it is.
Be Spaghetti 9000.
Right. Also, it's really strange that they named the BFG, the giant BFG, the BFG. That's already a thing.
Yeah, but now it's the thing they're gonna, like, care about.
Yeah, but it's a different weapon than the actual BFG 10K. Like they're trying to both rewrite the lore and also not rewrite the lore everywhere. Also, why the fuck don't they just use Crash when they talk about a female Doomslayer with a different type of aggression?
Like, we have talked about this, but it does deserve talking about.
There is already a Lady Doomslayer who was Doom's trainer and commanding officer. Just get her, like, give her the Slayer powers and boom, you're done.
Yeah, just get her out of the fucking Arena Eternal.
Mm-hmm.
And the goal. So, like, this is something I think about. Like, Eternal is this the entire time, like, throughout its entire runtime, even the core game, where the, like, centerpiece through line is there. Where...
Sorry, I had to flip it over and attack its weak point.
That is true. I'm glad you did that. So the core of the narrative is there with the Makers and the Seraphim and Sam Hayden, and we can be mad that the original ending was lackluster because it looks like it's here in DLC now.
Yeah. And they did say that the DLC was supposed to be different characters in a prequel campaign, which means that this was absolutely cut from the main game.
Sure, and those are things we can be mad about, but they are there. Like, they're in the text. Everything else about how the game treats its backstory, treats the lore that's attached to it, is almost not there. Like it doesn't know what it wants to keep, it doesn't know what it wants to throw away, and it thinks it can do all of those things in equal measure.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Mm-hmm. God damn it, now I've got a spirit and a fucking arc file somehow. Where's the arc file? Anyone see an arc file?
Is the...
There he is.
Yeah.
Teleport.
You don't get to teleport.
Get out of here.
You get rockets instead. Have rockets for breakfast.
Splat. What? There's another one? Are you shitting me?
I'm just glad this isn't time.
Mm-hmm. God, can you imagine?
I can, though, is the thing that makes me sad.
Oh my god.
The Lady Doomslayer should be Samus. I've seen that a lot, too.
Okay. There's not any thought going into this. They're literally just throwing all the big enemies at me.
Like, I think saying that Samus is a Lady Doomslayer is funny.
She's a very different type of fighter.
Yeah, it's a very different type of fighter. It's a very different type of character. It's a very different
saving this time.
I think how I want to phrase this is that Samus... So Doom's angry.
Mm-hmm.
Doom's angry all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because Doom hates fucking demons.
Mm-hmm.
It's his whole thing. He's seen what they can do. He's seen the way that they destroy lives. Doom hates demons and is, for that reason, constantly pissed off that he's surrounded by them.
Mm-hmm.
Samus is strong and brave and sort of working from a baseline of
the space pirates hurt me and I don't want them to hurt anyone else.
Yeah, exactly. It's sort of I saying it this way is going to feel weird, but I think I'm correct. It's sort of coming from a base of fear as opposed to anger. It's like she's strong and she's brave and she's fucking kicking the shit out of, you know, the entirety of Zebes and the space pirates. And all of that's there because, like, she is terrified that they're going to do that to other people.
Not to be mistaken for Samus being afraid of literally everything in Other M.
Yeah, that's the reason why it felt weird to say fear, because I knew that's the thing that was about to come next.
Uh-huh.
That's a different understanding, and I'm having trouble.
That is a man's understanding of what fear is in a woman.
Sure, I'm having trouble getting my language right on this. Do you feel what I'm saying?
I do.
Do you think I'm going off the reservation for this?
No.
Oh, that's one I should probably get rid of, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, fucking shit. I need to turn on that thing that gives me more time to glory kill. Oh, shit. Like, it wasn't actually useful in the main campaign, but I often end up really far away from the things I need to glory kill here.
It's that you have to stay so mobile just to, like, keep space between you and your enemies, that when you need to close the space, you don't have to.
The Problem is they're doing shit like having me fight multiple barons at once. Bye. Yeah, I don't really understand the design philosophy that's going into these fights. It's literally gotten to the point that it feels like they're just throwing me as many large enemies directly in my face as possible.
Yeah, they're just kind of putting stuff down.
Like,
it doesn't even really feel like waves.
so I hate to compare this to Dark Souls, but everyone knows the map in Dark Souls where you realize they just gave up.
Uh-huh.
Which is the lava level.
Oh, yeah.
Where you literally see off in the distance, I think 6 of the first boss just standing there, their animations perfectly synced, all staring in the exact same direction.
Yeah, just waiting for you to activate them.
Uh-huh.
And Lost Eyes.
Mm-hmm. Not wait, is the lava level Lost Isolate?
Yes.
I thought that was the ghost place.
No, Lost Isolith is the lava one because it's the Witches of Isolith.
Okay.
Tried to harness fire, and instead the fire went way out of control. And
Because humans are not meant for the fire.
yeah,
It just burned everything.
it turns out if you play with fire, you get burnt.
If you play with fire, you're gonna get rocked.
What? What?
That's my favorite line from Paper Mario, the 1,000-Year Door.
What?
You're fighting Rockhawk. He's a wrestler.
Oh, okay.
He always says you're gonna get rocked. And there's little variations on that. My favorite one is when he says, if you play with fire, you're gonna get rocked.
Good. I'm glad it's that. Hey, Riz.
Hi, Riz. He's like all the big personality wrestlers combined.
He's the
Roxo Man Hollywood Savage.
It's the platonic ideal of... No, it's not that. Hang on. I was gonna use some wrestling terminology, and then I realized that I would be using it wrong. Because this is a heel, clearly. So he's not, by definition, a white meat baby face.
He's a little heely, but Mario's kind of playing the heel for the show.
Ah, okay. The wrestling show that Mario is in.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's Paper Mario, so you know he's a dick.
oh, right.
Oh, whoops. Tried to reload it.
Teleports inside of you. Extremely personnel.
Oh, fuck off. Noob slightly. Get your shield out of my face.
I'm gonna stand up. Do you want me to bring it in?
No, thank you. Why is that not breaking? What the hell? Oh, because it's got the fucking spirit in it. Well, that's annoying because now I'm gonna die. Now I have 3 HP. I'm just dead as soon as I poke my head out.
That's the on fire.
Nope. Couldn't get close enough to anything. Ugh.
It's a little early, but do you think this is a good time to maybe take a breath and breath?
No, I'm gonna give it one more try.
Okay. So, I've been sitting on this wooden chair because there's not room on the couch for when we record over on this side, usually. And the wood is uncomfortable. So I bought this cushion that's supposed to go on, like, patio deck chairs. And it does work, it's just super awkward because it is not meant to go on this kind of chair. So we have like the top bit folded in on itself so that it can rest comfortably on the seat. And then there's like a leg bit that's supposed to connect to something and super doesn't.
Oh my god. Alright, let's take a break.
Okay.
Okay. So, we got some links in chat. Please check them out. There are all kinds of ways you can help the protests going on around the country, and I would appreciate you looking into those. Got the links under the first ones are ways you can help both protesters and marginalized people get the things that they need to keep going and surviving, including Bail Fund Network to keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project to get food and supplies to poor black families, the Black Trans Travel Fund to help get black trans people out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund to try and take back Mount Rushmore, as the white people renamed it, for the Lakota Sioux people. Under the second link are ways that you can help those directly affected by the death of Breonna Taylor, a young black woman who was murdered in her own home by police during a raid looking for someone who not only didn't live at that address, but also was already in custody. Black Lives Matter, the lives of people of color matter, Indigenous lives and lands matter. And we need to keep repeating these things and keep pushing these things until the people at the top not only acknowledge them, but act upon them and make them a protected truth. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, we're back. Oh, my whole being hurts. There we go. Oops. There, get rid of that. Alright, let's try this bad fight again.
The blood is swamps. Oh, right, the swamps are always the worst part of any game.
Yeah. Comparing to Dark Souls again.
Yeah. Because why not? They've deserved it.
Lore-rich, design poor. Holy shit. It's the Dark Soul. Doom Eternal is the Dark Souls
Of Doom
of
games.
Doom. Oh shit.
That's a real shame.
Let's do it. Let's beat their bad fight.
Let's talk to Orange Juice.
Let's talk to Orange Juice. Also, the fact that they put the first spirit that long after the tutorial, and not only that, But in a fight so crowded, you don't even know what's going on.
It's absolute fuck shit.
That is, yeah, that's
That is
dog shit design.
that is horrible to do. Like, we briefly explained a complex new type of enemy in Window. And the first time,
minutes ago.
like 10 minutes ago. And the first time that we allow you to encounter it is in the middle of a massive clusterfuck of a wave battle. I wonder if Wave Master is any good.
What, like the Ski-Doo? Ski-Doo Wave Master?
No, not like the Ski-Doo. There's a... I'm thinking of Rave Master,
Oh.
which is an anime from... Shonen Jump. So maybe it's not.
Yeah, Shonen Jump's had fine shit in it before.
I was thinking the reason I thought Wave Master is because that's the name of the thing from Dot Hat.
I thought that was Invisible Egg.
Invisible Egg is also from Dot Hat. You're not wrong. You're in the ballpark. I remember Rave Master, but I don't remember what it has to do with Rave, right? It kind of seems like it's out of character for that sort of anime.
Dude, you can't just stand on the jump pad. That's some bullshit.
My brain just provided me a wonderful sentence, which is that you've heard of magical realism. Like the idea that you can like use like natural laws to make your magic sort of make sense. What David Lynch does is magical surrealism. It doesn't even try to make sense, but there's still a kind of logic to it.
Oh, I really don't like this fight.
Would you like me to give it?
I also kind of don't like that this is the first time I've had to trigger a fight by standing on this.
Uh-huh.
That just feels real weird. And I know it's supposed to be the trial, but it still feels wrong.
Yeah. Is there a...
Get rid of this first guy.
Would it be helpful for us to...
There, fuck it. Just all the fucking grenades.
Can we cram the difficulty down?
I don't think so.
Like,
I think I'd have to
maybe.
start over. Like, this has hurt me plenty. This is basically easy mode. It's only one step above the lowest difficulty.
Right, but given that this is a sort of unfair mess... maybe it's worth playing on the easiest difficulty.
Maybe. I'm finding ways to kind of exploit the patterns here now. I do feel like I'm playing against the spirit of the game now. I'm using corner cover where their attacks are clipping off of the corner and mine aren't. Where it's clearly a fucking mistake in the way the collision's working. Oh, stop switching to the Unmaker. I don't want to waste that. I want to wait for the spirit to appear.
There you go.
We get more of that going on.
That's some good fire.
Just need little guys. There we go.
Little guy is so full of juice and rot.
That's right. Oh, whoops. Too fuel for them. Bonk.
Kinshasa. Oh, that's so much of those.
That is what I'm
Yes.
Those are the big crowds you gotta go for. The problem is when a crowd spawns, it's usually directly on me. Oh, speak of the devil, or the spirit.
Speak of the raid.
God damn it.
Oh wait, the raid is something else, right?
Yep.
Bustin' makes me feel good. Oh. We both went for it.
Yep.
We just decided that, oh right, this is where the...
He didn't appear till I killed the spirit that time. Or you get the same fucking treatment.
Detroit become tethered and exploded.
There. Now I can waste down. Detroit become Ghostbusters. There's another one, I forgot.
Right. I think it's on the... Oh no, there.
God damn it.
Oof.
Yeah, this game becomes a problem when it puts that many guys that close together. Because everything just knocks you into everything else.
Is the other summoner around still?
Yeah,
Fuck.
yep. I did not manage to kill him immediately. I can't find him. There he is. There.
Good.
Oh, I even got the glory kill.
Missiles incoming?
That means there's a Doom Hunter. Means I gotta keep moving or those missiles will hit me. Speak of the devil.
Doom Hunters are the ones in the...
The rocket slugs.
yeah.
Well, I need to get rid of some of these guys before I can even concentrate on them. That's the problem.
There you go.
Get those big explodey crowds.
Alright. Oh, it's level.
Looking a little better now. I think the Doom Hunter is the boss of this fight, which is a weird choice.
What would be bigger?
The spirit,
Oh, right.
the two archviles.
The two large vials at once.
Uh-huh. It's weird that it went on past that, because two archviles at once is basically the worst thing that can happen in Doom.
Oh no!
Fuck
What
off.
the fuck?
Oh my
Ah, that
god,
sucks so bad.
this game doesn't work. Oh, are you shitting me? Just let me get the glory kill. Or at least let him just die.
I think he died.
Yeah. There. That was annoying.
That was terrible. We got there, I guess.
I don't feel good about it, though.
Makers in all their glory.
Scans indicate that hundreds of warriors have died trying to do this just to meet the Father.
Scans indicate? Really?
They can see the amount of ghosts.
And it puts us all the way back at the start. I thought it was going to have us run back through there with slightly different scenery so that we could actually get to the secret encounter.
It gave us half of the thing,
Yep.
which means we
And
need to go a whole other way to
now
get the
I-
other half.
Yeah, and now I can't go through there again.
Good.
Wow, that's shithole bullshit. Why would you close that off? Hopefully I can fast travel behind there.
Oh, certainly you can fast travel behind there because you got to fast travel back in time last level.
That's true, which was pretty wild. Thank you, Felicity. It's levels like this that make me wonder why I like video games.
Listen, there's plenty of a good video game out there. No video.
Remember, there is someone on Reddit who will defend this as a masterpiece of level design.
No video game is perfect. They become perfect when we accept them for what they are, and when they stop throwing in power demons at us for no reason.
Like, the empowered Taco Demon is nothing.
Yeah,
It
because you
still
can
dies
still
in one hit.
you can still give it the Dodongo treatment is the thing.
I can't wait to bomb some Caco Demons.
See, now I want to draw that.
Whoops.
I don't know. Well, that's something. There it is.
That's the second time in this level that has very obviously happened.
I don't know how I would draw Doom in the
I can think of a few ways.
CDI style.
Oh boy.
Great, I'll go get my stuff.
Alright, there is a free life right behind this waterfall.
Hey,
They don't give me as many of these in this either.
they sure don't. Which is a shame because you,
It
Our
would certainly
beings.
make it go faster.
yeah.
This feels like it's intended to drag more than actually be good. They're just intending to... I bet this is like 3 levels long. And so they just made the levels as fucking arduous as possible.
Hey, did they have enough leftover game for like one DLC and they wanted to chop it into 2?
That's my guess. Which is also why they came out so close together. Where's the damn buff totem? I'm not a buff. You're a buff totem, not buff bot.
You're inside there?
How am I supposed to get back there? Because I can't do anything. The buff totem will keep spawning more guys. Now, once again, can't get in there. Really? So you send an empowered marauder at me?
Oh, with constantly spawning imprompts.
Well, it has to spawn zombies with a marauder or you can run out of ammo.
Oh, right.
They're actually there for my benefit. So what, I'm supposed to fight this guy?
I think you fight that guy to get the chain off of
He's
him.
moving too fast. This is obnoxious. Ah, fuck. I lost control of my mouse for a second.
That recoil shot he has is also just Gross. Oh, hey, here's why you have an extra life.
Yeah, not that it's gonna do me any good.
You can deal with this horse shit.
I like that his death animation started out sped up because he was... What's it called? Because he was empowered. That was not intentional. Like, very obviously it was just a glitch, but it was cute and I liked it.
There you go.
Wow, he just splattered, huh? Well, now we can get rid of that. I don't understand why the Marauder was connected to that cage.
Marauder's connected to the cage bone. The cage bone's connected to the buff bone.
I don't want to know where the buff bone's connected.
The buff bone's connected to the respawning imps. Now you can punch a brick.
Uh-huh. How do I get back out, though? I thought this would open. No,
Yeah, it's
open
the
the main
front way.
gate. Fuck off, it's another spirit.
Do inspirited things just keep dropping shields, or what's doing that?
That's when I set him on fire.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I like anything about this level.
Oh, good. I was suddenly terrified that the checkpoint would be before you killed the buff totem.
That probably would have been enough to make me quit.
This reminds me of Smite playing Dark Souls with the dramatic death mod, where it just slows death animations down to like 1/5 speed for every thing. I guess not for you. Like they die at slower speed, but the game doesn't. The game keeps going. So you can just kind of see people collapse.
I hate this. Why do they think that having fast melee enemies is a good design choice here? This makes it basically impossible to avoid their attacks.
Really? The second you got rid of those guys, all of the rocket launcher boys spawned?
Yep, didn't even wait for me to kill her. I mean, she could have possessed another one immediately.
That's
But
good.
Fucked it up.
Every enemy and him. It's just the death animation slowed down, everything else continues. Okay. So it's just like one slime slowly collapsing like a souffle in an oven.
Still can't push this. Oh, okay. Why didn't my punch work? So why did it just show the frame there? Like I wouldn't know what I was supposed to do.
Listen.
There's been this same puzzle before without that there.
Yeah. Like recently. And it's not like there isn't a marker for it already. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Turns out lots of enemies in Dark Souls, when they die, flail their arms around and gradually fall over.
Yep. Great, they've taken away my vision. That's a good idea for a video game.
I mean, it is, but it has to be done correctly. Like Beyond Eyes or Unfinished Swan.
They don't take away your vision in those games, though.
That's true.
They just give you an alternate way of seeing. Okay.
That absolutely looks like a thing you're supposed to punch.
I'm sure I am. There's just something I'm doing wrong with it, or I was lined up wrong. Because that is the punch me symbol.
Because it's in red for some reason. I guess it's in red because it's saying, oh yeah, now it's
Seriously?
green. And that means you can punch it.
I hate that.
Green means go and cracks mean punch.
I hate that so much. Why would that be a thing?
Because it didn't want to trigger this animation in the middle of you fighting.
They've done it before. Why change that now? What's that mean?
Oh hey, a Doom Sled.
Ugh.
Oh, slay it. Well, there's that problem solved.
And I have 2 HP. I'm not sure anything's solved. I have no way to get more. Yeah, because he's the only enemy, nothing else is spawning in. Or I have 1 HP. There we go. Oh, bloody hell.
Hey, just real quick, are they taking damage when you...
Where are all my zombies? Oh, where are my zombies at?
Oh, there's some.
Again, in a place where I can't see. Plasma. So I gotta run around until more zombies spawn. They should be spawning faster than this. Also, maybe in places where I can actually see them, that would help too.
Yeah, because it's not like they can't see you. Like, you're both down in the squalor right now, but Doom Sled sure is shooting right at you.
Better than nothing. I'm using the grenades more, which is nice.
But as high as
That is the second time I haven't been able to hit him with that. I'm glad it only fucked up once that time. And that time there wasn't even someone right next to him blocking it. That time it just didn't work for no reason. Alright.
I thought I saw a red punch symbol somewhere.
Probably did, which means it'll be a green punch now.
Yeah.
Hopefully. It's gonna be on the other side of
Oh,
this.
yeah.
It's not a good reason for them to suddenly make that a mechanic. But just get past that when you can't move if you're looking at it. Also, it's stopped now? Why did it stop now? Alright. There we go. Any collectibles here? No. Armor.
Full armor.
Well, at least this path isn't quite as annoying as the other path. It's not good.
Yeah, but at least you're not constantly surrounded by phantasmal goo that you need your dog friend to get through.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot see in it, so there's that.
Yep. Which, okay, maybe this is more annoying just for that. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to do.
Blood punch the single one zombie.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Surely I wasn't trying to do a finisher on the guy who was ready for the finisher. Are you shitting me? A spirit when I can't see?
Guy into the Cimarron?
Yep. Oh, fucking let me... Oh, wrong fucking target. There.
Oh, there's an invisible painting.
Yeah.
That's great. Have your vision be deeply obscured by mist and then put an invisible thing in.
Uh-huh.
Another Doom Slayer. This sucks.
Yep. Cannot see anything.
So, and what pisses me off is that I know at the end of this rainbow is not a pot of gold, it's another one of those massive arena bags.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Yeah, there you
Captain
go.
Nintendo would not approve.
Pre-roll ads are back on, I guess.
Yep. Hey, it worked first try.
Hey,
The first time for everything.
you got him right through the lateral line.
Still can't see anything. Need to make sure I'm going in the right direction, which I'm not. Because there's not a good indicator, except I guess there's a thing there.
But
which
it's
they-
also obscured by your shitty vision.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's a cool choice they've made.
Uh-huh. None of this is thought through. Giving me a headache trying to squint through this shit. Okay. Did that just...
Did that do anything?
It started a cutscene, and the timer on it ran out by the time the cutscene was over.
Okay. So what happens when you punch it again?
Apparently, I was supposed to use the bars, I guess. Even though I can just jump across. I don't know what the hell's going on right now.
It wants you to go up there to your right.
Opening that. Okay, I gotta use... I guess I gotta use the bars to go around the whole thing and hop up in there. But it doesn't give me enough time to do that. Okay. Why did I hit the button if I could just... There was nothing... Oh, okay, there was another door. I just couldn't see it from where the button was? Oh, this is so bizarre. This is so Bethesda.
It's pathetic.
This just reeks of... These levels were less than half finished and Bethesda pushed them to market. Because nothing is thought through here.
These don't feel good to play through.
Not remotely.
Like,
You know how Oblivion, or not Oblivion, well I guess yeah, Oblivion too, but you know how Skyrim has the same dungeon over and over again?
yeah.
Yeah, this is how I'm feeling. Like the same thing happened here. Okay, now there's invisible snakes. Good. I'm so glad that the technology that only the pinkies could use, now the snakes can use it.
Floating.
Uh-huh.
Invisible snake.
Visible snake.
Bottom part.
Fuck that guy. I just punched him in the butt. Oh my god, I can't move. I'm stuck on the branches.
Uh-oh.
I'm stuck in the scenery.
You are hot in there.
I am stuck in the scenery.
Wow. Okay.
To defeat a tyrant, shoot it into... Shut up.
Fuck
you don't
you.
get to make that joke.
You don't get to make that joke.
That's... No. You could have gotten away with making that joke in the main campaign. I would have laughed. You don't get to make that right here.
You didn't die because your bullets weren't cool enough. You died because you got literally stuck in a piece of, like, geometry.
See up there now. The spawn point between them.
I don't know why I have Matchbox on my head.
I guess it's better than some 41.
It's better than some 41.
Huh, I found a thing. I don't know why, but it doesn't even matter how hard I try. With that in mind, I designed this rhyme to explain it through time. That's all I know. That time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down till the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Found a thing. Also, I found BFG ammo. Alright, now we can read part 6 and 7.
Okay, good.
Deep, and this is the good part, is the lore. Deep in the hell. Deep in the hell.
Deep inside the
Deep
hell.
in the hell! Deep in hell lies the Ingmor's sanctum. Ingmore? I'm gonna say Ingmore. A fragment of Urdok itself. It is sacred and protected ground that contains the tomb of souls where the life spheres of many gods the Father created are stored, each one immensely powerful in its own way, yet judged to be flawed by the Father. The stories of their abominable ends in the physical realm are many. It was from here that the Father first created the new dimension of Jakad. It was here he formed Davoth, and it was this ground that served as the first workshop and as a retreat from Urdok, where the Father could direct the engines of creation and oversee Jakad's gleaming spires and glorious civilization. Samor could travel to the sanctum, but never into Jakad. The Father would keep his realms separated. After creating Jakad, the Father retreated to his workshop to plan the Earth realm. It was also here that the Father meditated on the future of existence and made his plan to withdraw from the physical world. Part 7. Any supplicant may approach the holy ground of the Luminarium with life sphere in hand, be they the most powerful in Hell or the weakest in Urdok. All can approach the Luminarium to gain access to the power of corporal resurrection, though few minds are capable of surviving it. In the Luminarium, the Seraphs serve all of creation without preference. It is only in the Luminarium that the resurrection can take place, and only the Seraphs that can give a life sphere the return of its original form, calling on the engines of creation to harness the great powers that lay between dimensions. It is a safe place, a hallowed ground, where the Father once looked over all who approached him to listen to his eternal word. So what god was Doom infused with?
The angry one, clearly.
He was already angry.
Right. And then he got more angry.
So now I have to go back. I thought that there would be a way back out onto the battlefield right there.
Yeah. Now I gotta go back.
Or walk all the way out. Oh, maybe here? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
there. And he says, deep in the hell of Texas.
Okay, now I've got missiles being fired at me.
That's good.
Fuck you. Good, I like that we just got a face full of intestine. And you're back. You're just gonna put another one in front of me? Like, seriously? 8. Here we go. Good night. Really? You can survive a BFG shot? Not a BFG shot and a super shotgun shot, mind you.
Alright.
Is that it?
It looks like that.
I don't see any more monsters. I like these bat mods. I think I figured out why Sam wants a life. Really? I'm so glad. Really dislike these spirits. They make them too fast. Like, if they don't feel good to fight at all.
Yeah, like it's actually quite difficult to keep that in your range.
Mm-hmm. Damn it. Nope, none of that. Okay, just failed.
Now you got there.
Had to do it again.
Yeah. So, Matchbox 20 is a band.
They sure are.
I'm trying to think of something to talk about to fill this space. Do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I'm very sick today,
Yeah,
so I haven't been as talkative as I could be.
it's been a bad. It's okay. It's been a bad couple of weeks.
At least 6 months. It started getting bad during the blackout. That was October, November, December, January, February, March. Yeah, around 6 months. And getting worse. Got a doctor's appointment next month. I hope they can fix something. Anything, honestly.
I feel certain they'll be able to.
That is like literally the first thing you run into at the start of the game, the first obstacle.
Yeah.
Like as soon as you go into the subway tunnel. And now it's been twice in this level. That's such a... This is incomplete.
They're just kind of jamming.
What the fuck?
What the hell was that? Oh, did the rising smoke kill you?
I didn't realize it was still rising. I guess so. It didn't make that clear. I guess I was just supposed to assume because of last time. Also, you don't actually need to worry about that because your jump is so ridiculous. This is the same room again. This is so similar as to be almost indistinguishable.
I agree.
Seriously? I have to run through the fire.
You have to dance into the fire.
That's asinine. Dance into the fire. I cannot get over just how I don't even want to say lazy because I know the developers are not lazy.
Yeah. That's
and I hate it when people say lazy about this stuff because that's not it. It's cheap. Cheap and rushed. That's the same thing again. There we go.
That's a cool door.
Yeah, I like it. Now it's dead. Secret. giant air quotes
Secret
found.
to left.
Alright, there's another page above us. Why is there another page above us? That means you're always going to get the pages out of order. Because that's going to be page 8. What the fuck?
Ooh.
Nothing about any of this works.
This is... Yeah, this is quite bad. This is quite bad in some basic things.
Mm-hmm. So we gotta... how do I get up? Looks like I have to jump back once I get to the other side?
Are you supposed to get on that one that's on your right and then jump back to the left?
That's possible, but I don't know how I'd get up there either. That's very high up.
It is very high up, but I also, like, it's clearly a place you can stand on.
I'll figure it out once I'm over the pit, because
Yeah.
it doesn't look like I can do anything from this side.
Oop.
No, that's a little too high, but there is stuff on the wall to grab onto. I just can't see where it all is. Barely make that out through the scope. Looks like I have to get from here and then dash onto that. Oh, I love that I have to look away to... Yeah, that's good. That's very good. I'm so glad that's a thing.
Okay. I didn't know you could build a video game over the phone, but they found a way. Life finds a way.
They were so busy asking themselves if they could make poorly designed Doom levels that they never stopped to ask themselves if whether or not they should. I'm Jeff Goldblum. Up over here.
Yeah, that's Super 8.
So that's a pretty decent little puzzle to get here. But yeah, that's gonna be part 8, which means it's impossible to get the pages in order. That's so weird.
Yeah.
The Seraphs speak of a time that Jakad gloried in an age of unparalleled bounty and achievement at the dawn of Davoth's authority. But Davoth came to tighten his rule to drive ever more resources, not to be confused with titans, to Jakad's greatest minds as they hunted the secret of everlasting life. He harshly punished deviations from this goal, for he was unrelenting in his quest to safeguard his people. Jakad's unrestrained mind slipped into ruthlessness and obsession. Davoth's perfect realm would be sustained no matter the cost, for none in Jakad could accept failure or embrace pain. Believing Jakad rejected by their creator, hate grew within Davoth. Jakad fell further into inequity as Davoth consumed all the realm in pursuit of his goals, and the Father sorrowfully sealed Jakad away from the other realms. The primeval, created to protect and shepherd the people of his realm, stoked an eternal fury towards the Father as more of his people fell to mortality. He became the Dark Lord and raged against the walls of Jakad.
He was the prime evil. Get it?
Yep. The Father sensed this and knew they both needed to leave the physical realms before their warring lieutenants tore creation apart. It was then that the Father returned to Jakad, now called Hell by many. Atop the Pyramid of the Lost, where Hell once worshipped the Father, as the skies split and Hell trembled, the Father ripped the Dark Lord's life sphere from his chest. He placed it in the Tomb of Souls, unwilling to obliterate the Dark Lord's essence entirely, as he had favored Davoth once. Is that who Doom has in him? That'd be a hell of a thing. Or is that who we're actually going to be unsealing for Samor? But Samor says we're unsealing Vega's life sphere.
Oh, sure. That sounds like the sort of thing he'd say.
Mm-hmm. Like, we're absolutely going to kill Vega at the end of this. Samor then took Father's life sphere to the Luminarium, and for a time, there was a stillness in creation. But now the Dark Lord whispers lies and deceptions about the Father to his praying minions in hell, while he rages, trapped in the tomb of souls, for even without a physical form, gods may yet influence the realms. Ah, get it? Like in real life.
I don't want to kill Vega.
I don't think Doom wants to kill Vega either. I think Doom understands that it's going to happen. Because as long as these gods, any of them, exist, no one is safe. And I think that Sam is going to be the final boss of the second part. If he's not, I'm going to be severely disappointed. Unless he's just a throwaway kill, that'd be good too.
Like the original Zinyak.
Just like dies, you hit E and he dies in a glory kill cutscene, and that's it.
How dare you step to me? I created you. I've brought you through all of this. I have guided your punch.
I like that your Sam voice just slowly becomes more Vince McMahon as time goes on. Okay, so here's our next really big fight, which this one might be a little easier since it was... What the fuck? Did I just bounce halfway across the map there?
Yeah, you just kind of bounce pogo.
But as I was saying, this one might be a bit easier because you're supposed to do it first, even though there's no indication of that. Alright, let's give it a shot.
And
Gun.
Even if you did, you would get the last one of the pages first.
Buff totem. Oh, good start.
Good start. Good answer. Buff totem.
Show me buff totem.
It's what we all wanted.
I like it better when he stomps on them. I don't know if there's a way to influence which kill you use on them.
Rather than the blood punch animation.
Yeah, because the first one I ever did, he fucking just stepped on the damn thing and shoved it into the ground like a gnome in The Sims. Oh, whoops. Wrong weapon. So hard to cycle through all the weapons. Also, for some reason, my middle click is not doing the weapon wheel, which I thought it was supposed to. I don't remember what button the weapon wheel's on, which does not slow down time as much as it did in the first one.
I was about to say W, but that's
walk forward.
That's ludicrous.
Can you imagine if it was W? That would be some creative key mapping.
It's function W. Yeah, we had Rip Torn, Charles Martinet, and Jeff Goldblum all on the same screen.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is. There's the Silver Daughter.
Is that like the Golden Daughter?
So I don't fucking know. It's a line from Home Alone. It's that scene where Harry and Marv are sitting in the van and they're watching all the automatic timers on the lights go on. Because they know everyone's out of town. But
I thought he said there's the silver dollar.
I'm really sure he says silver daughter. I wouldn't know what there's the silver dollar means anyway.
That just means, we're right on the money. It's just a sort of creative way of saying it.
Yeah.
That's what I always thought. If he says daughter, I have no idea what that means.
Badroid says, like key mapping from the 1990s.
Yep.
Arrow keys to move, F for fire, J for jump, M for map, I for inventory.
Just all over the damn keyboard.
It's so intuitive.
My favorite is when it would be like Z and X to turn, and then I and K to move forward and backwards. Those are great.
Ooh. That sounds like a lot.
That was That's an example of what was common on Commodore.
This does look a lot easier.
Yeah, so far.
Yeah, so far. There's been different challenges, but they haven't felt fucking insurmountable the way that, like, the other ones started to be almost immediately.
Yeah. Oh my god. But then I did just get juggled. And even getting juggled between 3 guys here didn't take off 99% of my health.
Oh, there's a flying thing.
Fucking die.
Hit kick. And then stab.
You
saw that, right?
He just floated there.
That's incredible.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Hey, someone do me a solid and clip that real quick so I can use it for the clip show.
Oh my god.
Oh, is there another man?
Yeah, somewhere. Or buff totem, I didn't see which.
Oh, I think it did pop up the buff totem nearby.
I just gotta figure out where that is. Different spot. Yeah, it's not doing the stomp anymore. Maybe I have to come down on it from above to do the stomp. I think that was it. Oh, I'm on the wrong one, but oh well, this is fine. Using this. My favorite thing about chain grabbing and then shooting is how it pops me back slightly afterwards. So I have a bunch of extra time to react. See, now I'm having fun on this fight, so I can talk about the things I like. Oh, yes!
As opposed to all that bullshit from before.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I think it's, yeah. Oh, no.
Couldn't get there in time. Just go back into vulnerable mode. Thank you. Bye! No more brain.
Johnson & Johnson, no more brain.
No more brain at Johnson Family Company.
Thank you, Andy.
Thank you for that clip. It was a very minor glitch, honestly, but it was a very visible glitch.
It was very visible, and it was very fun. Bad Road got it also.
Thank you both.
I'll choose a choice. It doesn't mean I love either of you less.
Oh, I get it. Doom is the son of Sam, you get it?
I hate that. I hate that thing you said.
God damn it. Yeah, my eyes are watering from all this focus.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try that again.
Again, that doesn't...
Yeah,
that seems like this is probably the only reset you're going to have to do.
Hopefully. Where's that? Yeah, that's wrong with this.
Oh, where's the buff totem spawn? Oh, fair enough.
I know that one of them, or the second one, was right over here. It may also be randomized. It has been in a couple places.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, there's the BFG. Really? I have to do 2 jumps to get to that? Ain't that some shit?
Took 2 people to write that song?
Oh, there, I'm nearby. There it is.
Yeah, I think that's the same place as it was before.
Come down on it from the top so I can stop it.
Just cause.
Yeah, it just looks so much cooler.
Just cause it's cool.
That's why you do anything in this game. People call this like a thinking FPS. Because they say it's very strategic, and I think that's bullshit. I think that this game is very hectic and requires very little conscious thought. They just think that it requires thinking because it's more complicated than some others, like mechanically.
Yeah.
I think people just have very low standards as to what thinking and strategizing is.
I don't know. I think I would make the... I feel like Eternal, and certainly this DLC, has been very hectic, and your criticism is well played. But Doom 2016, I felt like I did have to make on-the-fly decisions about how I was going to take down various enemies, because I felt like each of my weapons had a purpose. Like,
In this one, it's just whatever has ammo a lot of the time.
yeah, exactly. Bedroad was slower on the draw to make eclipse because he was trying to build an Archaeopteran, a ranch where you keep all your bones of flying pteranodon. Yeah.
Also, the fact that weapons share ammo in this when they have completely disparate purposes does not help.
Oh, yeah.
With that feeling that you should just use whatever has ammo at the time.
That.
You just keep remembering to use the freeze grenades. They are very useful in places.
They do work.
They weren't that good in the main campaign, because nothing had enough HP to justify it. Especially since they were not... Oh yeah, and I have that fucking armor power-up right there whenever I need it.
Oh, right.
I should have jumped it in. I'll use it up before I need to.
Has there not been a rip and tear ball throughout this entire campaign?
Yeah, there has not been a single berserk. There was a quad damage and a speed up. And now we're halfway through the second 3-hour level. Oh, whoops.
Like, I feel like one of these would have been the perfect excuse to, like, have a berserk active.
I agree completely.
Just to give you that, like, that hit of, yep, I'm being very competent right now.
But I remember how to get to the damn. Yep, I'm dead. Fuck. Gaston, you need to stop. Oh, that's Risby. Wow, you need to stop pacing too, Risby. Alright, let's give it another try. I'm having trouble navigating this map because all 4 corners of it look identical. So I keep losing track of where the buff totems start. Now, the first one is up those stairs. That's easy. Get out of here. Here's the first one. Okay. Damn it! I landed before I got there.
That's a shame. Not so long. How you feel about the Civil War course?
That was a pretty good power-up mob.
That was. You're like almost below. Damage-wise.
Just need to keep that up, get them all to crowd together. One problem I'm having here is that for long periods, there's just little groups of zombies. And then all of a sudden it'll spawn in like 3 guys instead of pacing it out.
Get out of here. really don't like the big shield guys.
Mm-hmm. Plasma shield dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not super fun. They just kind of block off a section of the battlefield.
And like, I understand why that's.
It's Crispy huffing paint.
No, Richie's not having paint, but he is snuffling around the paint can that is on the ground.
Oh, okay. Alright, I got the second buff totem.
Like, having one in a space is understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's a thing that is supporting the other types of fighters that you have in your repertoire.
Mm-hmm.
Going against an all tank party sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just a wall. You can't get through it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, stop trapping me between you. Stop playing trap music.
God, I unironically love trap music.
You and Cyber Demon both. Okay, yep, just stuck on the wall. Oh, fuck. Oh my god, I keep hitting 8 and it brings out the Unmaker. And it's supposed to bring out 9 is supposed to be the Unmaker, but because the BFG and the Unmaker are on the same ammo, it just seems to randomly switch which comes out. And that's been a problem through the whole game.
I don't know if I am good enough at music theory to be able to explain to you what trap music is and how it differs from other types of music.
Well, first it lures you in.
First it lures you in.
And then it wraps around your ankle and tugs you up into a tree.
Yeah. Or like you see some music on the ground and you're like, oh hey, that's neat, some music, and you go to like listen to it and then a box closes over you.
Uh-huh. Turns out there was a stick holding up that box and that stick was music.
Trap music is like a stick that traps you in a box.
Yep.
Wait, hang on, I fucked that up.
Oh god.
There's the circle right above you, or was.
Oh right. So grab that real quick and keep it a reminder. Oh, this guy's just following.
He's very upset that you've taken off most of his skin.
I guess I would be too, so it's not like I can blame him.
That's one of his friends who has more skin.
Is also not as on fire.
Do you feel the need for more hair, more skin?
No. I just got booped into the air like 4 times in a row.
You're walking along like, ooh, piece of harmony. Ooh, piece of harmony. Ooh, piece of harmony, and then a box falls on your head.
I can't even tell what's still alive. Holy shit. This is too much. This has gone and turned into too much. Oh. Why is this not over? I should have been over as... Oh, of course there's a spirit. I should have been over as soon as the fucking Titan fell. That's why it's called Titanfall.
a type of electronic music with a lot of syncopation. It's
The actual answer.
is what I've got. There's other things that make trap music as opposed to other kinds of music. Again, I'm not good enough at music theory to be able to tell you what goes on with any degree of accuracy.
Oh my god.
He's just so upset.
I hate these things. They are bad enemies.
Wow, and it's just all over you, huh?
Yep.
Oh, that's goop.
Yep, I almost fell in the goop.
I like there's plenty of low-level moves around still.
Uh-huh.
Is there a wraith inside that one?
Yeah, there's a spirit. That's the one that's been
Oh,
after
okay.
me. I didn't even realize the other one was still alive.
That makes more sense.
Oh, clipped off the wall there. That was bad to look at. Oh, fuck off. Got no ammo here, huh?
How many rockets do you need?
Too darn many.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew I was between them and that I had to move immediately. Oh my god, please just die.
do they have more health in addition to being, like, more powerful in every other way also?
Yep,
Wow, that sucks.
that was terrible. I think I'm gonna call that one.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That's
Maybe-
probably the last bit, right?
I think there's one more big fight at the end, which will be another bullshit fight.
Oh, right, but that's the last of that arena, you think?
Yeah. This whole expansion is not great.
It's not the grand thing we envisioned.
Mm-hmm. I knew it wasn't going to be amazing simply because of the fact that it was removed from the main campaign and just
And just pushed in.
Pushed
or
in as
just
DLC.
sliced off to be...
And with the main campaign already being buggy and funky, I figured this wasn't going to be amazing.
Uh-huh.
So I can't be too disappointed. Alright, thanks everyone for coming. I'll come back to this next week. And in the meantime, tomorrow is going to be Katie with Resident Evil 3. Sunday is going to be Community Day. Monday, Kristi will be back with more Hades. Tuesday will be Annie with Resident Evil 2. Wednesday is going to be Sue and Mott's with Monster Hunter World. And that's the week. We got our schedule up at schedule.truck.community. There we go. And we got a YouTube channel up at youtube.truck.community where there's just thousands of hours to go watch.
Literally thousands of hours.
Highly recommended stuff. I'm highly rated. We've given ourselves the award for best bus system in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So,
Suck it, Embark.
yeah, fuck off, Embark. If you can give yourself that award, we can give it to ourselves too. We're the best public transit. Alright. We'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.